Hey y'all, Josh here, aka the world's greatest dad, and this beautiful piece of equipment you're looking at here is the MZK 20V lithium-ion battery-powered leaf blower. And today we're going to break this thing down, tell you everything you need to know about it, give you a full demo, see if it might be a good piece of equipment for you as well. So with that being said, let's get it. So let's go ahead and start at the beginning. When you pick this thing up, it's going to come to you in a box just like this. Let's get her opened up and see what we're working with. And here's everything that was inside the box, starting with our main blower unit itself. 2 additional blower tubes, our battery charger, and instruction manual. Now, you can either get this in the 1 or the 2 battery option. We opted for the 2 batteries here. And next, let's go ahead and take a little closer look at the instruction book itself. Just make sure we're not going to have any issues assembling this or properly using it. All in all, they do have some pictures, and this is a fairly easy product to put together and use anyway. And now let's go ahead and take a little closer look at the power center of this thing, the MZK 20V lithium-ion battery. Now these things are pretty slim and compact, very lightweight, and you'll see right here you've actually got a little battery indicator. By simply pushing that on button, it's going to show you how much juice you got left in the battery. Now when it comes to charging this thing, we're simply going to take our wall charging unit right here, plug it in there, and plug this side into any wall outlet. Now on this thing, you're going to see that little indicator light right there at the bottom. Now, when you plug this thing in and that is red, that means that the battery is charging. Once it turns green, it means you have a fully charged unit and you're ready to go. Now, assembling your blower tubes to your main unit is super simple as well. This top one simply clicks in. It also has that easy release button right there. And you can use it just like that, or you can also put on this extension, and that simply is just going to click in there as well. Now to insert our charged battery onto the unit, we simply go onto the back side, push that down till it clicks in. If you want to release the battery, you simply push the button on the battery and it pulls right out. Now when it comes to the operation of this, there's really only 2 things you need to know: how to use the tilt handle and how to use the trigger lock. First off, for the tilt handle, you've actually got 3 different handle positions that you can put this in. And to adjust them, you're simply just going to push this button right here. So if we push that in, we can adjust to position 2, or push it again and go all the way down to position 3, or move it back to position 1. Now to operate your trigger, you're simply going to pull this right here. But there also is this trigger lock where you can pull the trigger, push this down, and then you don't have to have your finger on the trigger and it'll just keep operating. To disengage the trigger lock, you simply pull on that trigger one more time. All right, so it ain't quite fall here at the world's greatest dad compound, but we still got some jobs we can do with this thing. Today, we're gonna go ahead and blow off the deck, blow off the sidewalks. We're even gonna get up and clean out some gutters as well. And one thing I really like is that this thing is strong enough to even get down in between the cracks and clean that stuff out that brooms just don't get. Now for this next task, we went ahead and took off our second extension here, as we're going to focus on getting all the dirt out of these gutters. We got our gutter blown out, and I think it did a pretty decent job. And one thing I appreciate about this, especially being up here on this ladder, is the fact that this thing's super lightweight. The unit plus the battery itself is a combined 3.7 pounds. So we've completed our deck, our gutters, and our front sidewalk. It's probably been about 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and check the battery. As you can see, we are right down there at the bottom. And this is another reason why I went for the 2 battery option. You're gonna get about 15 minutes of runtime out of this, but if you're in the middle of a project, you don't wanna stop and have to recharge. It's nice to just throw another one in there, throw this one on the charger, and then you can keep going. So there you go. That's pretty much everything you need to know about the MZK 20V Cordless Leaf Blower. Now, after fully testing this thing out, here's my 3 takeaways. Number 1, this thing's super lightweight and easy to use. Number 2, I appreciate the fact that the MZK batteries are interchangeable if you have other MZK products. And number 3, this thing handled every task I threw at it today, and it's going to be great come fall with leaf season as well. It's for those reasons and more, I'm going to give this thing a World's Greatest Dad thumbs up, and I say, go out and get you one. Hey, one more thing before you go. I want to let you know that the MZK company is a big fan of the World's Greatest Dad's in-depth and informational videos. Therefore, a few weeks ago, they reached out to me and asked me if they could send me this leaf blower for video review purposes. Now, with that being said, all the thoughts and opinions expressed in this video were my own, and I always do my best to accurately describe any product I review. Now, I hope this video helped you out. We'll see you next time.